Hello, 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 everybody. Hi, so my name is Eve. This is Eve's Creation Paint Party. It's Wolfman night. Ow! It's Friday night. How y'all doing? Say hello, hello, hello. If you're painting with me tonight, let me know if anyone's painting with me tonight. Of course, we have to give props to woo-hoo. He's been waiting. It's his shining moment. Let's give it to him. Say hi, buddy. I know. Say hi. You've been waiting this whole time. Oh, like a wolf. We're doing a wolf tonight. Yeah, yoga boy. Yeah, you never know when he's going to chime in, so we got to give him props. And then props turned into saying hello, and then saying hello turned into treat time. So here we are. Bye. I can't with him. All right, let me show you my handy dandy table. All right. We've got red, blue, white, and a black. No yellow this evening. Same colors every single time we paint. I'm drinking soda. Weapons this evening is Big Boy. He is a 1-inch flat. We have Tiny in the house. He is a small round for details. We've got Mini-Me in the house, a small shader for details. Mr. Nifty hanging out with us all. When you clean your brushes, you want to swirl. You want to tap. You want to dab them on your paper towel. You want them to be what's the word? I don't know. Not dripping, but wet. Alright, it's phone call time. I'm going to learn how to talk by the time we're done tonight. I swear, I am going to learn how to speak. It's roll call time, not phone call time. And you want your bristles to be wet, but not dripping. Those are the things I'm trying to say. Blech. Anywho, roll call. Let's do it. Okay, let's see who's saying hello to me already. And, of course, the scroller is not scrolling, but we're going to try our best here. Come on. Kimberly's in the house. Hello, 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 Kimberly. How are you doing, sweetheart? What's going on? And we have Sam is here. The sheriff is in town. I hope you're feeling better, Sam. And Debbie is hanging out with us tonight. Hello, 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 Debbie. Joan's here. Hi, Joan. How are you, darling? What's going on? And Dorothy. Hi, Dorothy. How are you doing, sweetheart? What's going on? And we got Sharon from Australia. Australia, baby. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sharon is here. And let's see. Who else is here? We got Kimberly, Sam, Debbie, Dorothy, Sharon, Joan. Okay. Whew. And somebody called. Of course they did. Because I don't get phone calls all day. And I get a phone call right now. That's okay. It is what it is. At least it didn't glitch anything. Thank goodness, technology gods. Okay, so Sharon all the way from Australia. We are worldwide, baby. Oh, yeah, I'm putting you guys in your handy-dandy holder. I am working on a 16 by 20. It is 16 this way, 20 straight up and down. If you're working on something different, that is okay. As long as you're in the general area of your canvas that I am in, you will be fine. Ryan's here. What's going on, Ryan? How you doing? Been a while, but you're excited. I like to hear that, Ryan. I like to hear that you're excited because that makes me excited. How you doing? How's everybody doing? Oh, those of you following my make-em-ups journey, you know, my little hobby, my little habit, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I blame it on social media. I started a make-em-up journey. But anyway, this painting was screaming for silver and black smoky eye. So, I hope I did it justice. Anyway, now I can see. Alright, I'm glad you're here, Ryan. No worries. Okay, so, all of my videos are kid-friendly. I'm going to try to watch this thing. If you guys could watch your comments, that would be great. Also, all of my replays, YouTube is updated. Hallelujah. We figured it out. My sister uploaded like 9 videos the other day, like a couple days ago. So everything should be on YouTube. We are officially updated. Same name on YouTube as in here, Eve's Creations Paint Party. Also, you can access it through my website, which is www.evesartistry.com. You hit the button that says linked, and that'll link you to all of my social media. You go to my website, you can also peruse some paintings. My Etsy is Each Creations Art on Etsy. That can be accessed through linked if you would like an Eve's original, and you know you do. And also the shirts, paint kits, brush sets, all under merchandise. So, evesartistry.com, one-stop shop. You can access YouTube, you can access Etsy, you can get to the merchandise, you can see paintings, you can do it all right from that spot. So check it out. I'm also doing a fundraiser, Ride for Kids Cancer Research. I did get on my bike. I gotta get on the bike again. It is for the whole month of September. If you go to my page, the first page you see is a page of buttons. You'll see a black button. It says Donate to Kids Cancer Research. That's the button you want to hit. All donations is appreciated. It's a fundraiser. I don't see any of it. They get it all, as they should. So if you would like to support a really good cause, and it is a valid fundraising, you know, sometimes you get, it's a good one, okay? So you can always hit the donate button and help out Kids Cancer Research for the month of September. And we're coming into a close. Hello, Cindy. How are you doing, sweetheart? Joan is advertising right now. Hello, Tina B, my OG. Joan right now is slamming away with stars. Thank you so much, Joan. Stars is enabled. It's a way to give support. Sounds good, Sam. Keep that toe up. Sorry, I have a feet thing. I can't do feet. It grosses me out, but it's my thing. You're a watcher tonight? All right, we got watchers, we got creepers, we got painters. If you're painting along tonight, let me know. I'll keep tabs on you, and I will make sure that your questions are being answered if you're painting along. If you're just watching and going to do the replay, that's fine too. If you're just creeping, hanging out in the background, that's cool. So stars is enabled. It's a way to send support. Every star is a penny. All right, so you do the math. Joan just smacked me with some mad stars. Thank you so much, Joan. A link is being prompted for my PayPal. That you can just bypass that, but that's another way to send support. I do this completely free for the past 3 years. It's all on you guys. So, hey, Sheila, how you doing? You guys keep the lights on, okay? And every little bit is much appreciated. And also, remember that website? Go to the website, you hit the button that says support. PayPal and Venmo are there for you, all right? And all is appreciated. If you do send me support, $5 or more, make sure you Facebook message me your address. It is the only way. Thank you, Sheila. This painting was screaming for silver, black, smoky eye. Ow! Can't use you for stars? That's okay, Penny. No worries. There's other ways to do it. Like I said, you can hit the support button. You have PayPal. You have Venmo. You have all that good stuff. I've had people, my mailing address to send me things is on my website. I've had people send support that way with lovely little letters and notes. So it's all good if stars isn't working. And I was in the middle of saying something and I forgot what it was. But that's okay. It'll fly back in eventually. Let's paint, people. Oh, yeah. Enough of me, John. Let's paint. That's what I'm talking about. All right. If you, I can't show you both at once, the finished thing and the work in progress. So take your screenshot if you want a reference. All right. Screenshot it out there. Okay. Just slide the comments off to the left or to the right or something. And then, you can take your screenshot. Sam is saying, screen goes green. I don't know why that's happening, Sam. Painting. I have some great paint advice to use it with for background black and white. Gotcha, Joan. Got that. You're good on your side. All right, cool beans. Okie dokie, smokies. You guys ready? Oh boy, it's the almighty blank canvas. There might have been a little bit of a glare. That's the corner. It's just tree branches, okay, which we've done 1,006,000 times. So when it was up on the easel, there's a little bit of a glare here because of such a dark painting. That corner is just tree branches, okay? Just so you know what's going on. I have a preview to show you for next week. It is nowhere near done, and I've been wanting to finish it, and I'm like, you know what? If I rope myself into the fact that it's next week's painting, I'll finish painting it. So I got that to show you for you guys. All of my originals are available off the easel. You will save $50 if you order off the easel. So if you would like the werewolf painting, just message me after the live or after you watch the replay, and you can purchase it right off the easel, which automatically takes $50 off the cost. All right, you can start with your gray, because that's what I made, Joan. Black and white. All right, and I'm going to come in here, and we're going to find our halfway mark. And we're going to find our center. Oh, find my center. There it is. And I'm going to take gray paint or black and white, and we are going to turn around and about a hand's worth down, like right about here. Okay? And you're going to mark where the halfway is, and you're going to do a parentheses, whoosh, and a parentheses, whoosh. And if it's wonky, that's okay. It's okay. It's okay if it's wonky. You have plenty of times to fill and fix and do the background around it to get it more round. If you need to do a circle template, that's fine too. You can do a coffee can lid. You can do a pie plate. You can do a paper plate. Just slap it onto the canvas and take your brush and go around the outside of it. I'm going to smush this out. I'm going to smush this mark out. I'm going to smush that mark out. All right, good to go. Now we know where our moon is. Hey, hey, you're probably in the corner. Laura, you are not in the corner. The corner punishment doesn't start until I finish the background. Ryan, you're already behind. All we did was a circle, baby. Catch up. Catch up, Mustard. All we did was a circle. Your birthday soon? That's awesome. I think we're going to have another paint party before your birthday, Sam. So, in 9 days. Yeah, so we're going to have another party for your birthday. I'll sing to you on that one. All right, darling? You don't get 2 songs out of me. You don't want 2 songs out of me. Okay, now my blue decided to go everywhere, which is fine. So all around this moon, we're going to be doing blue. You can add red if you want some purpley tones. And we're doing blacks. And we're doing whites. So we're basically taking every color on our palette. Hello, hello, hello. You can't stay, but you wanted to pop in and say hi. Hi, Becky. How are you? Okay. So we're taking all those colors, and we're just going to swipe around. We're going to just swipe around. That's all we're doing. You're filling in the rest of your canvas, swiping this around. Now, the more you go over it, the more blended it's going to become. The less you go over it, the more you're going to have streaks in it. Okay? Maybe you could come back to us later. Now, you don't want this too dark because we need to see a black werewolf and a black tree against it. All right? So you don't want this to be too dark. And I am literally just picking up random combos of color. My blue and my red mixed on my palette. So that, see that mess? We got a mess already. Are we surprised? We already have a mess. Messes are totally acceptable. Okay, and Joan, you could grab your gray paint while you're doing this too. 6,000%. And I am just slapping in, arching, right? Arching, arching, arching. Just slapping in all these little pieces of color here and there. And then I'm just going to dab my brush and swirl them all around. I'm grabbing some white now. Okay, and we're not going to stress about our moon, right? You could play with the shape a little bit more, all that good stuff. If you go over your lines, that's fine too. If you want to do your moon over completely, you could just go over your lines that you made with some paint. That's fine. Now I'm just grabbing some white paint, and I'm going to dab and swish. Dab and swish, we're dabbing and swishing. Oh yeah, dabbing and swishing. Making all these colors wrap around. I don't know why I'm so singy, but that's okay. You know what it is? You got, a lot of you don't like when the music flat. Well, first of all, Facebook won't let me do, I have to do non-copyright music. But second of all, some of you can't. It distracts you. I have that auditory overstimulation thing too. But I do have it running in the background. But it's like that, my brain can't handle like that awkward silence. So I just fill it in with like random song or sound effects or noise. I mean, like some of you know me by now, you already knew that. So, and you just want to do these swishes till you get your paint to where you want it. Don't have it too thick, right? No goopy gobs, right? If you got goopy gobs, take your brush and swoosh it around so it spreads the paint out. And you just, you know, here, there, not everywhere. Like I said, not too much to where you lose all the pretty stripes. But you'll definitely want to get your goopy gobs out and all that good stuff. So, we're just taking every color on our palette. And we're just doing that. Now, I'm holding my brush back here, if you guys notice, because that gives less pressure onto the brush as long as you're not forcing it. And I'm just doing these light little sweeps, right? Like you're dancing. And that's it, guys. That's it. We're going to fill the whole background in. So, tonight I'm going to be talking a lot about silhouettes. Okay? So, even if werewolves aren't your thing, I still have some things I want to talk to you about. Because a lot of people love those silhouettes where it's a really cool background. And it's April, you're here. Hi, April. It's chilly for South Carolina. Yeah, we're supposed to be getting some sort of crazy storm up the coast. From what I hear, you're gonna watch laters. April, try to come back before I finish. See if you could pop in like an hour and a half from now, because I'm going to show next week's and you're going to be really excited about it. Gee, smile. If you can. If you can't, that's okay. You'll see it on the replay. But if you can, that would be cool, because it was your idea. It was your idea. Next week's painting. And it's not finished, but showing you guys is going to force me to finish it. And make sure you get yourself all cozy. Bring one of those soccer mom blankets. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now I'm going to do the top. We're going to do the top, same thing. Where these two connect, you could just do swoops like this. So, they're a softer connection right there. If you can. If you can't, that's fine too. Alright. This painting's not going to take that long. So I'll probably be on here about an hour, maybe a little bit longer. So, but when you come back, wherever I'm at, I'll show it when you come back. Okay, darling? Alright, so, we're just wrapping this around, guys. And like I said, hold your brush back here, do these soft sweeps. Alright, do these soft sweeps, nice and soft, so you keep the separation of color, but you get nice, smooth lines going all the way around. Alright? and not so dark to where you're not going to see black against it. If it's too dark, just start adding some more white paint to your colors. Okay, so now I'm just filling in the spots that I missed. If you want it more purpley, just add more red paint to your blue. Okay, if you want it more gray, then you're just going to use gray and black and white. If you want some red in there, you guys know me and red. So, like, I have no problems with you just grabbing red paint and putting some red streaks in there because, you know, hey, that's like my favoriteest thing to do. I'll keep it under control for the purposes of this being close to the original, but, like, seriously, like, I really just want to grab some just plain old red paint and smack it in here. Alright, when the paint's not flowing anymore, that means you're supposed to stop messing with it because it's getting goopy. Now, dirty brush and all, I'm going to come back in, and I'm going to hold my brush right here, and I am going to put in the edges of my moon again, and I am just going to pull my brush around. I'm not stressing it. It's okay if the more we play with this, the bigger it gets, because this moon is really large on the painting. And like I said, if you know, if your circle game or your adjustments of your circle isn't that great, grab a paper plate. Just smack the paper plate onto the canvas and take your brush and go around the outside of it. 2 trailer park girls go around the outside. I'm sneaking up behind you guys. You guys like that? I'm whispering in your ear. I am whispering in your ear. So I am taking my dirty brush and I am putting my moon back in. Filling and fixing, taking my time, swooping this around, right? No stress, no worries. Just swooping this around till I get it the way I want it to be. Like I said, we're not worried about the more you play with it, the bigger it gets, because this is rather large. It is a rather large moon. I'm going to take all the excess paint, kind of just scruff it in the middle here. Got some chunkies going on. Let's get rid of those. Alright. Now, I'm going to grab blue. I'm going to grab red. Same colors as my background. Put some of that in here. I'm following. Notice everything's curved still, right? The moon is round. Everything's curved. Soccer game will be over by then. Alright, April. Sounds good, darling. Okay. Grabbing my white paint. Fixing this edge. So, we're just painting, guys. We're just playing around. Fixing the edges of our moon. Throwing some colors into the moon. We are not stressing this at all. We are just having fun. We're filling and fixing. Filling and fixing. So, and I am grabbing the same colors I did the background with. Right? Putting some arches of those colors in here. Here, there, not everywhere. Just arching some of that color. And then I'm grabbing white paint. And I'm pulling this around. Shoop. Shoop. Swoop this way, swoop that way. Alright, so if you're not at the status of putting craters in your moon yet, that's okay. You can do these swirly moons and they come out just as cool. Swirly moons are cool. Swirly moons are cool, and I'm pulling all my paint nice and flat. I gotta get more white paint. I'm out of white, we need more white. Oh yeah. Grabbing more white paint. Grabbing more white paint. Okay, if you guys have any questions for me, 6,000% ask. I'm behind you right now, but I will see them when I come to the other side. There are no dumb questions except for the question that is not asked because it can't be answered. If you don't ask it, I can't answer it. All right, guys. So, and we're just filling this in. How you doing, Ryan? Did you catch up mustard now? Did you catch up mustard now, darling? Swoop. All right. I think I'm good with my outer edge for the most part. I'm going to stop playing with it. Leave it alone, Eve. Leave it alone. You caught up? Excellent. Wish I had the time tonight. So fun. Another time now. Hey, Denise, you could catch the replay on my YouTube. So if you go to my YouTube channel, which is the same name as this, Each Creations Paint Party, all my replays lined up on there. And if you subscribe, you'll get notified of when this one hits YouTube. Otherwise, it is available on my Facebook page. Guys, definitely subscribe to my YouTube because I think it was the cemetery painting. I hit a button. And it's not going to be on Facebook forever. Because you're supposed to hit a button that says never delete, and by accident I hit the button that says delete in 30 days. So definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel because I screwed something up. So some of my videos are not going to be on Facebook forever. Alright? You're all caught up, Ryan? Excellent. That's awesome. Alright, so just keep that in mind. And it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. I don't have a paywall or any of that crazy stuff. You just hit the little subscribe button and then you will get notified by YouTube when my videos are posted. That's all there is to it. And the subscribing gives me the numbers I need to be able to have extra perks with YouTube. Once I figure out what those are. You're back, Sam? Not much. We're just making a moon. We're just making a moon, darling. We're still playing around with a moon. Guys, do you guys realize that's why I say go to linked on my website, www.evesartistry.com, because I have three Facebooks. One's a personal, okay? So I have 2 business Facebooks. I have 2 business Instagrams. I have YouTube channel. I have a TikTok business channel. I have a TikTok personal channel. And I lost count already on how much stuff I have. And I almost said a bad word. So when I say if you donate $5 or more and you want to get your free nifties, that's why I'm telling you, you have to message me through Facebook. The button's right at the top of my page. Your address. Because if you do not do that, first of all, I don't want you posting your address on a public site. Alright? Second of all, I will lose track. Like, if it's not done the same way for everybody across the board, I will lose track. What I do is I take your message and I screenshot it so it's in my phone. And then when I go to put all the thank you cards together and mail the nifties out, I go through my pictures, I find your address, and I write it on the envelope, and then I delete the picture. So I do not have, I am not running a mailing list for you guys. I do not keep your address at all. That's why, even my OGs, people that have been here forever, or even if you've ordered something from me before, it's still the same process for everybody because I don't keep addresses, guys. I don't do it. I do not do it. Shannon Monahan, is your daughter creeping on us again, Becky? Hello, Shannon. How are you, darling? All right, I'm done. Leave it alone, Eve. Leave it alone. It's getting sticky. If it starts to get sticky, guess what? That means you're supposed to leave it alone. But of course, that's how I can tell you guys, because I screw it up. Leave it alone. Alright, boom. We got a moon. Okay, so a few things I want to tell you about silhouettes. So I'll give everybody ketchup mustard time while I jaw your ear off a little bit. Alright, so that soda was delicious. A silhouette is a black outline of whatever object you're trying to paint. Okay? So, if you were doing a silhouette of me, you'd need a really big canvas. Now, but if you were doing a silhouette of me, all right, all you would want is the outline of my shape. Now, silhouettes are great practice for people when you're starting to learn how to paint certain objects. When you're starting to learn how to paint animals or people or a werewolf like we're doing tonight. What's great about them is that it forces you to see certain things. It forces you to see the shapes in an object. It has you recognizing negative space. Now, negative space, what negative space is the space that the object isn't in. And sometimes it's easier to look at, like when you have, hold on, let me put you over here. Like, so when you have an object, right? And I'm just going to put a black circle on here because I know I'm going to cover it with my wolf. Alright? Say you got an object and it's round. What negative space means is the space that's around the object. This part. So see how the line of the circle, see how this is filled in, right? With the silhouette. This is my object. This part around the object is the negative space. Meaning it's negative an object. Okay? It's a term, but whatever. Some people, some artists see an object. Some artists see the negative space around an object. And the reason I'm talking about negative space, we're not going to use it too much tonight, but I want to go over it with you because sometimes when you're drawing something in, if you're focused on the shape, you might not be getting the angle right. It might not be hitting the object where it's supposed to hit. So the best thing to do is to recognize the space that's not there. Is this the same size? Is this turning around and hitting the object where it's supposed to hit? Is this forming my object the way I need it to be? Like I said, some people see shapes. Some people actually see negative space. They'll see the space around an object more so of the shapes that is making than the object making the shape. I hope that sounds right. Alright, so an easy way to show you guys is like, say I had my arm like this, right? Now, my arm being like this, right, I've told you guys, right, do your triangle. Okay? Now, when you're doing a silhouette, though, this space right in here is just as important. So you got to make sure you're keeping the shape of the space that doesn't have anything in it. Alright? So that's the one thing about silhouettes is not only are you looking at the space of the object, you're looking at the shapes that form where there is no object. So, to get to our werewolf, right? This is our werewolf. This is our werewolf shape. Well, we're going to turn around and make a triangle for his jaw. All right? We're going to do a circle for the head. We're going to do a rectangle for the body, right? Now, this in here is negative space. So you're going to make sure this shape in here is a rounded triangle when we're all said and done. Right? This right here is negative space. You're going to make sure that you have a pointy triangle when we're all said and done. Okay? So there's not too many, like the space in between his fingers. See? You want to make sure you have like a little semicircle here when we're all done. Okay? So I just wanted to kind of explain that. Some people don't realize that perspective when you're doing art. And it's a thing. It's a thing. It's an art thing. That's the term. And now when you look at things and you want to do silhouettes, you can look at the shapes where the object actually isn't. And your silhouettes will come out so much better. So much better. So, thumbs up me if I made sense. Thumbs up me if you got it. Alright, guys? Let me know you got it. Let me know you understand it. It might be a little tricky at first to wrap your brain around, but, you know, hey, hit those thumbs up. So, okay, cool. I got some thumbs ups. Alright, so you got it. Alright. As long as you got it. As long as you got it, and now I gave it, hey, Tina Marie, I gave it to you, and now you can play with it as you want. Alright, guys? I gave it to you, and you can play with it as you want to play with it. Thank you, Joan. Alright, so, wolf time. Wolf's at an angle. Okay, thank you so much for the stars, Tina. Wolf's at an angle. So the first thing we're going to do, your wolf's going to look like a duck. I'm telling you, flat out. Your wolf's going to look like a duck. So you're going to turn around, and you're going to go from the center of your moon, right? And then you're going to turn your brush so you have an angle. And you're going to mark that angled spot. Once you mark that angled spot, you're going to turn around and you're going to do a very narrow, make sure you're leaving that negative space for your teeth, okay? Triangle. Alright? And just have it towards the center of your moon, because the more you play with it, the bigger it's going to get. Alright? She came in with a bribe, Sam. Once you have that triangle, you're going to go off of that triangle, and you're going to do, follow this, bring it around, okay? And you're going to do a very small, you don't want your circle bigger than this spot right here. So if you take this down, you don't want your circle to be bigger than that right there. Mine's a little bit bigger. You don't want it to be that because my other circle's getting in the way. That's okay. So, kind of looks like a hand doing a, see that? So, this, your circle should end about here. Mine doesn't. I'll fix that real quick so you guys better visual. Alright, so okay. So your circle should end about here. Okay? So you're going from here, wrapping it around like that. Alright? Easy peasy. My little circle example before got in the way, so I'm just getting rid of it. That's all I'm doing. Don't do what I'm doing. Pay no attention to the man around the corner. I am just covering up the little circle example that I did before. Alright. Once you have that little circle for yourself, you're going to follow this triangle. You're going to bring it in, and then go around the circle. Okay, bring it in to the side of the circle. Okay. Now, if this is looking stubby, you can make this longer. Now, you're going to take this part, follow your triangle, okay, and then just bring it around. Again, don't lose where you're putting your teeth, okay? You're such a liar, Nikki. Oh, you little cheater. Nikki's here, and she's going in the corner. Because she didn't come in with a bribe like Tina M did. Hi, Nikki. Yep, we're making a duck. We're making a duck, Laura. We're making a duck. All right. So, we got that under control. We got a duck. Ducks are good. All right. Once you have this big old duck whatever mess going on, you're going to go around the edge of this circle and you're going to drop it straight down. Right? This is our rectangle, right? This is the rectangle I mentioned before. The rectangle. Okay? Now you're going to come around this edge of the circle and you're going to bring this out. So now you have like one of those shadow puppets. Now you have a shadow puppet. And you're just coloring it in black. You're just coloring it in black. Okay? Yeah, shadow puppet. Well, this is the rabbit. This is the duck. Yep. Alright. Now, so don't look like a duck anymore. You're going to come in here and you're going to do a little curve. Right there. Fill that in. Okay? Don't play with it too much, because see how much of my mouth I lost by doing that? And then, you're going to follow this line, follow the line. You're going to come out, and you're going to do an ear. Right? Now, Eve deserve. Oh, I read that, Tina Marie, as Eve doesn't deserve all the stars you sent. I was like, what? Really? Oh, come on. And now I read it correctly. Thank you, Tina Marie. I appreciate that. We're at 400 stars. So, they're a penny each, and all stars are appreciated. I have the Venmo and I have the PayPal. Just go to evesartistry.com, hit the support button. All the links are right there. Right? When you go to my website, you're just buttons. It's all buttons. And it's all links to the parts of my webpage that you want to go to. Support button, linked for the social media, the Ride for Kids Cancer donation button, merchandise button. So you have a button to go exactly where you want to go. You don't have to scroll through my whole website to get somewhere. Okay, so right in here, we're going to do a ball. a little semicircle here, a little ball. And you're going to do another little ball right here. And then you're going to do a line. Now you got to fit a claw, okay? You got to fit a claw, okay? So don't do your line like this and then you don't have room for your claw. You can angle this line any way you need to. Match it up to the edge of the circle here. And then once you have that line in, you're going to follow it down and bring it around those two balls. Okay, so we're going to wipe off Big Boy. We're going to wipe off Big Boy, and we're going to swirl tap dab him because he's getting all goopy gobby with a lot of black paint. And we want him nice and loose and thin. No worries about the details on the wolf. We're going to add them in a minute. We're going to take a little wolf break because that was a little stressful. The only wonky thing really was doing the duck because it doesn't look right yet. No worries. It's going to look right. It's going to look right. Don't worry. It's going to look right. Once you add the ear, that kind of fixes a lot of it and do the little curve. But once we add the little bumps on the nose and stuff, it's going to totally work. Okay? So my sister's birthday is on Halloween. It's great duck nonsense. You got it, Ryan. You got it, darling. It's great duck nonsense. Absolutely. Let's do some roll call. We got Kimberly and Sam, Debbie, Joan, Dorothy, Sharon, Ryan, Cindy, Tina B, Sheila, Penny, Laura, Becky, April, Denise, Tina M, and Nikki in the house. Yeah, Nikki, my daughter's 28 or 29. So I feel you on that one. I feel you on that one. But remember all that negative space talk I did before? Okay, so you want to make sure you have like 2 bumps here. You want to make sure you have a narrow triangle here. A rounded, pointy, narrow triangle in this space. Okay, so, alright, swirl top, dab, and Big Boy. And we're going to add our tree branch in. Right? No more goopy gobs with Big Boy. The tree is black. You're going to hold your brush back here. You're going to go up to your canvas. And you're going to pull from the side. And you're just going to let it go somewhere. You're going to let it go somewhere. Okay? And you can make your tree branch as big as you want. I just added the tree to fill up the top part of the canvas. So I'm coming from the where I started before, and I'm going to pull out to another direction. Where I started before, pull out to another direction. Now, as you're pulling out, the pressure you're putting on your brush should get lighter and lighter, not harder and harder. You start harder here. Then you get lighter and lighter with the pressure on your brush as you work your way outwards. Okay? And then tree branches crisscross, so I'm going to follow along this, bring a piece down that way, and you got to make sure you have a nice edge on your brush. If you don't, you're going to get big goops. Now, if you get a branch that's really big out here somewhere, you just follow it backwards, making everything thicker, 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 and then just make sure the main branch is the thickest piece. That's all. That's the trick to fix it. All right, guys? No worry. So, let's see. You could do another branch if you want, another whole separate branch if you want. Right? Just have these crisscross and do all sorts of things. They're spooky little tree. Okay? You could turn around and connect these two if you want to. Make it one big double branch if you want to. Okay? It's all up to you. It's your branches, it's your art. Okay, now see, look, see this big thick thing right here that I have? I did that on purpose to show you. Alright, so with this big thick thing that I got right here, right, this big thick thing, I'm going to follow this backwards into the initial tree. Okay, and then I'm going to make the trunk part even bigger. Okay, so if you get a really big thick branch, that's okay. Like I said, just follow it backwards and make the rest of the tree bigger. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. That's it. Okay, and I can come over here, do another branch coming out this way. Okay, so just have fun with these. It's your tree, it doesn't matter. It's just these lines going across the canvas. No worries on any of it. Okay, we're going to take our smallest brushes later, and you can add the even smaller branches to it. All right, you got gray there, Joan? You can use your gray for this if you want to. Okay, I'm going to grab white. I'm going to grab white with the black that's already on my brush. I'm going to grab a little tiny smidge of blue with that. I'm going to dab, dab. I want to make sure that this is lighter than my background, but darker than my moon. Lighter than my background, but darker than my moon. Okay? And I'm just going to come in here, and I'm going to start where I want it to stop. Holding my brush back here, pretty small edge on my brush, and I'm just going to put in a little cloud thingy, we get so technical here, right? And I'm going to do a little squiggle on the bottom of it, maybe a little squiggle on the top of it, okay? And I'm going to turn around and let's add another one. So my brush is kind of thin. Holding it back here, putting it straight up to my canvas. Another little squiggle. Okay, another little cloud. Right? Maybe a third one. Why not? Let's do a third one. Why not? Start here. Maybe this one starts all the way over there. Pressing harder as I go backwards. There we go. There we go. Now I'm going to take this gray that's on my brush and I'm going to flicky-do. Flicky-do, flicky-do. We're going to flicky-do on the back end. Holding my brush. See? This way. Like this. Not like this. Like this. Okay? Flicky-doos. Right? Don't lose that space under your ear. And I'm going to flicky-do over here. As I get up the neck more, we're doing super tiny flicks. Super tiny. Okay. And underneath his arm. Okay, and the flicks here, don't bring them all the way up to the snout, right? And then before you get to the snout part, okay? We're going to swirl tap that big boy, and we're going to get out. Alright, let's do nifty with the tree branches. So those of you that are waiting on me for something, you could add tree branches. So real quick, I have a how-to trees on my YouTube channel. You guys are cracking me up. I'm reading everything you guys are saying just to let you know. I got you. I'm paying attention. I'm just not chiming in. Alright, so we got Mr. Nifty, loose, thin black paint, right? And you're going to follow along your branch and then pull outwards. And you can do all these tiny little branches coming off your bigger ones. Follow along your branch and pull outwards. Follow that branch! Follow that branch! Okay, you can add those wherever you want to add them. Since we got black on the little guy here, we can add our teeth. Just little rounded triangles. Nice light touch. Yep, guys, if you want to send support, stars are activated. The PayPal link is running through the video. Like I said, if you want your free brushes, 6,000%, message me your address. If you want to purchase my original wolf painting off the easel, you get the off the easel special, so it would be $50 off. Okay, you just have to message me after the live saying you would like to purchase the original. If you want it customized in any way, a name added or saying or anything, I could do that. So you just have to let me know. The off the easel special is always during my lives. Okay. Woo! Hey, April, you're back. All right. We're going to take our little brush and we're going to add a nose. Okay. You're going to add bumps in his snout. Whoop, that was a big bump. Game is at halftime. I thought you were coming in after the game. Halftime. Okay, going to add some bumps to his snout. Don't go past the line of the mouth, okay? If you need to fix this a little bit so it's a little more curved, you can fix that. Okay. The bottom of his snout, right? We're going to round this out. Right? You could come in here and add a point to his ear. Right? And now we're going to switch. We're going to clean off Nifty and we're going to switch to mini me. Mini me, mini me. Actually, let's do tiny instead. Let's do mini-me. Alright, we're doing mini-me. He's a small shader. He's a small shader. Okay, we're going to do the hand. We're going to do the hand and the arm. Alright, so if your arm is looking a little skinny there, right, you're just going to make the arm a little thicker. Right? Follow along this part of the arm. Make it a little thicker. Okay. Now, for the hand, You want to do an okie dokie? You want to do an okie dokie? Okay, dokie. Want to do, right? Negative space. The negative space, we're doing the oval. And then you're going to connect the bottom of the oval to your arm. And you're going to do a line at an angle. Connect that to your arm. And now we're going to get Sam putting the hammer down on Nikki. Woo! I like it. You guys crack me up. You guys are awesome. How's everybody doing? Got my eyes. It's very dark. It's very dark for me. I'm not used to doing a smoky shadow. How's everybody doing out there? How's my painters? You guys okay? You guys are doing good? You all right? I'm going to come up behind you. I'm going to take Mini-Me. If this is looking weird right here, right? You can just turn around and follow that last bump and give this a nice gradual edge all the way to the ear. Okay, so if you wound up with some weird little dip thing in there like I did, you just fill it in with a nice gradual edge all the way to your ear. Okay, one great thing about silhouettes is that you could always take black paint and turn around and like, I'm taking the black paint and I'm kind of flicking it through the furry area that I did before with Mini-Me. So I get some of the body back. Okay, if you went flicky happy, you just put some of the body back just by flicking black paint back in. All right, almost there. We're going to take Tiny. We got to do our claws. Clawsy claws, claws. We're going to do the claws. And then we're going to put our white highlights in, and we're going to be all set, guys. It's cool. It's cool. Pretty simple painting. Like I said, the only awkward part is when you're making the duck, because you're like, this is a duck. It's not a werewolf. Quack, quack. And it's supposed to be, ow, ow. Nah. But he turns into a werewolf once you add all the little details and graduate, another big term. Soften your lines out and make this cool shape like right here. Okay, so this is coming down like that. This is a nice gradual. Don't make it very big because then it's not going to look right. It's a straight line. I know whenever I do a dog, I constantly want to give them like a big forehead. They're actually pretty streamlined, most dogs, unless they got floppy ears, like unless it's a beagle. But like if I look at, little man, and I look from his nose to his ears, it's actually a line, like a shepherd and all those kind of dogs, that they don't have a bump for the forehead. Unless it's like a beagle or a boxer or some dog like that. Your duck isn't looking so good no more? Take a break. Take a break. Stop messing with it. Take a step back from it, right? Take a step back from it so you can see your shapes better. Once we add the claw and the highlights, it'll look better. Once we add the eyeball, It'll look better. Right now it's looking very blocky right here. That's okay. You want to take a step back, check your shape. Like my snout right here is a little short. It should actually be a little longer. So what you want to do is with your reference shot of the original, like put that next to it. And you can make adjustments accordingly, right? So here's the original. So I would need to adjust the snout, you know, so let it sit a minute, stop staring at it, look at it from far away. And when you look at it from far away, you can see little small adjustments that you can make to make it better. Okay? But it's definitely one of those things that the more you keep messing with it, the more you're going to screw it up. So leave it alone. Leave it alone. Stop dinking with it. Stop dinker-do. I got a painting I'm dinking with. It's my nemesis painting. So I understand. You got to stop dinking with it and take a second, because if you keep dinking with it, you're just going to make it worse. Take a second, take a minute, put your brush down, look at it from further away. Make little small adjustments. Alright, I'm taking tiny. Make sure your black paint isn't goopy gobby. If it is, you're not going to get nice smooth lines. You got to add a little bit of water to it to get it to stop being goopy. Alright, I'm just dipping my brush in some water and making this less goopy. Alright, because you need nice loose paint to get nice gradual lines. Alright, we got Tiny in the house. We need to make some fingers. So, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to shoop a line right there. And we're going to shoop another line right there. Okay. And we're going to swoop another line right here. Making them smaller lines because the claws are getting smaller. I'm going to extend this one out like that. And then I'm going to follow this one in. Okay. And then I'm going to add the bump parts. Okay, it's a bigger bump towards the hand, smaller bumps as you get to the end of the finger. The thumb only has like 2 bumps, I think. Again, connect everything with nice gradual lines. Alright, I'm going to take some black paint and I'm going to flicky-do. We're going to flicky-do. Remember, smaller flicky-doos, the higher up you go. Okay. And flicky-do down here with the black. I'm going to swirl tap dab my brush, and then we're going to flicky do with the white. I did flicky doos with Mr. Nifty too. So you guys can do flicky doos with Nifty. I did white flicky doos with Nifty. So I'm going to grab Nifty, white paint. Again, your paint needs to be loose and thin. If it's goopy gobby, add a little bit of water to it. And I'm just doing arched little lines. Just arched little lines. Close up. Oh, geez. And earthquake. Close up and earthquake. We have a close up and an earthquake going on. There it is. Close up and an earthquake going on. Alright, now that I have that, since I got white on Nifty, we're going to put in the eyeball. Alright, so the eyeball is in this sweet spot, like right here. Alright, so if this is where your ear is starting, and this is where your nose is ending, it's like right in this little sweet spot. Swoop the eyebrow. Make an eyeball shape. If you screw this up, you can just wait for it to dry, put black paint over it, and try again. Alright, that's the one cool thing about silhouettes. I'm going to put his little curve of where his eye socket would be. I'm going to do a line right here. Swoop. I'm going to do a microscopic little dot right there. Okay. We can add the highlights to his nose and the bumps. Add the highlight to his chin, to his twofers. Okay, to his ear. Holding my brush back here, and I'm just letting it swoop, swoop, following the shape of the ear. Okay, we can add the highlight to his hand. Alright, I'm just highlighting the bumps. That's all I'm doing. The arm, again, holding my brush here and just letting gravity work and pulling it down the length of the arm. Right? The little muscle right here. Whoop. The little muscle right here. Whoop. Okay, now, last step. I'm going to swirl tap dab Nifty. I'm going to grab black paint. I'm going to add claws. Claws! Claws in the house. We're going to add some claws. And sometimes, Ryan, too, it just doesn't look right until you add, like, the highlights and the little details. And then it gets to be, like, it's like the wolf that emerges from the duck. As you add the other little pieces in. And this claw is going this way. Okay, and then you want to take your black paint and you're going to run that over your furry part to re-put the muscle in his arm. And on the bottom of the arm as well. Right? Re-put that ball in. And that's it, guys. That is your a werewolf. So, April, I saw you 2 seconds ago. So, guys, you're absolutely amazing. Like I said, stars is enabled. Stars can actually be sent on any of my videos as well. If you enjoy my videos that I put together, all right. If you have any suggestions for paintings, the things you want to see, message me. If you have any questions about any art you're working on, message me. I want to see all your creations. I will put a post on the page again tonight to share your artwork. Thanks for the stars, Joan. So make sure you do that. Support button on my website, www.evesartistry.com. You'll get Venmo and PayPal. And it is nowhere near finished. Thank you so much, Joan. But like I said, showing you guys is going to make me finish it. And this was April's idea. Do I got a date? No. No date. No dates. Thank you so much, Joan. You're awesome. Yeah, roll call tonight was amazing. We had Kimberly and Sam, Debbie, Joan, Dorothy, Sharon, Ryan, Cindy, Tina B, Sheila, Nikki, Tina M, Denise, April, Becky, Laura, and Penny. And so next week, so it's not done, but April, everybody can thank April for this. She wanted an Edgar Allan Poe inspired painting. So there you go. Nevermore. 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 So I got to work on the bird. I got to work on the bird a little bit more. It just needs some final touches. So we're going to be, too bad Brenda's not in here because she loves doing her crows, and we're going to be doing her raven. Nevermore. So this is going to be next Friday, okay? And I'm hitting you with like spooky ones because I'm going to be gone like a week in October. So, yep. You love it? Cool, April. That's why I had you come back, because I wanted you to, it was your idea. You wanted Edgar Allan Poe inspired. So here it is. And I just have to do some final touches to it, and you're going to be all set. You are so welcome. My pleasure. As always, guys, my pleasure. So, I love you all. You guys have an amazing evening. Subscribe to my YouTube. Merchandise, shirts, paintbrushes, paint kits. I got a whole new supply of paintbrushes in, so they are beyond brand spanking new. So if you want the brush set, the only brushes I've ever used over the past 3 years for every single video. Take care of it. Get yourself some hot chocolate, April, as I got my AC on. And I love y'all. Y'all warm my heart. Thank you so much for the stars, PayPals, Venmos, all of that good stuff. And I'm going to see you guys next Friday. Do I have a long sleeve? Yeah, but I took my flannels out already just because I'm a flannel girl. But I didn't switch my clothes over yet. I still have my AC kicking because it's still muggy. But anyway, I love y'all. Thank you, Joan. You are the sweetest. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you, everybody, for your support tonight. And I'm going to see you on Friday. Y'all warm my heart. All right? Have fun. Go create. Bye.